YouTube, Rich, to the MFFLs out there across the world. We are back with another one, a brand new one for your head top. This is the We Talk Mavs YouTube show, should I say, show on Glow Sun Sports YouTube and Glow Sun Productions Twitch. Of course, you guys should know by now if you've been following the channel. I am your boy Rail, and joining me is the guy who personally ties up Josh Green's shoes before every game. It's my
Yes,
boy
sir.
King.
Not much, man. Josh Green out here becoming a superstar.
Hey man, I've been on board this whole time with the whole team, so you ain't telling me nothing new.
All right.
Yo, we thank y'all for rocking with it tonight, man. It was a very good game by the Mavs, man. They're proving us wrong every game. It seems like tonight they win 113-99. They held them under 100 points. That's all we want now. That's all we want. They defense continues to keep getting better, man. Continues to be a staple for this team, and they're showing it every night. So before we get into it, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all a rundown of how things work on this show. So first, we give you our overall reaction to it. We give you our positives, then we give you our negatives, then we give you the game ball. No matter wins or losses, we always give the game ball. And we take your questions and your comments at the end of the show. We'll post them throughout the show, but we'll take them at the end of the show. We'll actually address them at the end of the show. So to start this thing off, man, King, go ahead and give us your overall reaction for the game. I know you got a lot of negatives. Go ahead.
A lot of negatives. If we keep I guess it's becoming a tradition now to say that the Mavs are having the best game of the season, like every game.
Bruh, tell me why
Eh,
I was thinking that when with this game. I said, what are we gonna have to say? We might have to just throw that out the window. The whole we can't keep
Yeah, no
saying
more.
this was the game, best game or whatever.
This is, but they went in the span of 3 games of beating the best team in the West to now beating the best team in the East. They
Yep.
held both of them under 100 points.
Yep.
Let's this game in particular though. I'm gonna take one of your lines. I know you usually talk about guys in double figures. We had 6 guys, should have been 7 basically, and I feel like it was an overall great game plan just in general. This team, as we've been talking about for a while now, has been buying into Jason Kidd's philosophy on defense because I guess he felt like the offense would come, seeing offensive numbers for the past 2 years from his team, and it's finally showing. I mean, today they shot 50%. They actually had a good game against the number one team. They shot 50% from the field, as we can see at the bottom of the screen, with 44% from three, and only shot 9 free throws, but it was okay though. Made all 9 of them. Luca, big trip dub. Still isn't shooting the ball as well as I want him to, but he's getting everybody involved. He's basically you put your piece in the center of this team, which was playing decent basketball before he came back, and now we're just watching the full team, man. Like we don't even have KP right now, and I'll ask you later on about a question about KP, but it's overall good win, man. Like all these wins just feel good. It felt like none of the players really give up. So even in bad games per se, as far as like maybe stats and numbers, guys are still having decent games because they're going out there and playing their hardest and giving their all. And all you can ask for is effort. The other things will fall down, as they say. So I thought overall it was an excellent game. They really held the guys in check. DeMar DeRozan was doing a little something, something. I'll talk to you about Zach LaVine a little later as well when I ask you a question about him.
Yeah.
But
I think I know you're gonna ask me. So yeah. But yeah, go ahead.
uh-huh. But yeah, man, like we played excellent basketball. That's been the routine this past really since the New Year switched over. I don't know what's up with the Mavericks, but and Luka Doncic, but it seems like that end of December, this beginning of January run, like it becomes just this team becomes a different team. It's like they take a second to gel. So Luka, we need you in shape next year, man, to start the season. Like I want to see the 61 team. But yeah, man, just an excellent win. Not much to harp on. Like we don't have much to harp on either way because everybody just plays their game.
Man, it's funny you said that about the double doubles, man. I mean, sorry, everybody scoring in double figures. The whole entire starting lineup scored in double figures.
Yep.
The whole starting lineup. But yeah, my takeaway from the game, man. Listen, it looked like it was about to get out of hand in the first half. They must have had Jason Kidd on like video call or something, bro. Because somehow, some way, Jason Kidd got this team playing right now, bro. I don't know how he's doing it. It's like they just flipped the switch. I don't know what's going on. Keep it going either way it go. Just keep it going. But it'd be nice to have some answers on how did you do this? You know what I mean? And like you said, man, the team is sticking together. The one thing I'm noticing compared to last year is like whenever they get down, they don't just kind of like hang their heads or whatever. 'Cause remember at the beginning of the season, they were doing that. They were
Mm-hmm.
hanging their heads on a lot of the like if they weren't hitting their shots. Because remember, Kid kind of addressed that in one of the post games. He's like,
Yep.
man, we're not hitting our shots. Dudes are hanging their head and they're not putting in the effort on the defensive end. That's not the
Mm-hmm.
case in this little run that they're going on right now. Like you said, they beat the two best teams on each conference handily, not just like, okay, buzzer beater was a close win or a lucky win. Nah,
Mm-hmm.
beating these people handily, and they're holding them to under 100 points. Matter of fact,
Mm-hmm.
they held Golden State under 90 points.
Yep.
So, and for the way Chicago came out today, like I said, you would think that, oh, okay, yeah, they kind of they did what they could, man. It's gonna be one of those nights because Luke was kind of struggling a little bit in the first quarter. The team was missing wide open shots. Zach Levine and DeMar DeRozan was getting any shot that they wanted in any spot
Mm-hmm.
on the floor, which is crazy because they did majority of their damage in the first half and
Yep.
both finished with 20.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells you a lot about the Mavs defense too. If you can hold those guys to just 20 points, and both
Mm-hmm.
of them are averaging clearly over 20 points. So and
Yep.
DeMar DeRozan's been on fire over this last like month or so. So for you to kind of hold serve with him at 20, matter of fact, they kind of held him in check the first time
Yep.
they played.
Yep.
So Dallas seemed to be doing pretty good against DeMar DeRozan this year, man. And
Yep.
we split the season series with them 1-1. But yeah, man, that's my take, man. Like I said, Dallas looked good tonight, man. And I remember I was telling you about uh, you know, if their defense can show up against a team like this, man, that's gonna
Mm-hmm.
bode a lot for the Mavs. And it's
Mm-hmm.
what it did. Exactly what it did, man. They did exactly what we wanted them to do. Come out there and show that your defense can be the staple of this team. And they did
Yep.
that. You know what I'm saying? And it was a big win for them today, man. But want to go ahead and get into the positive takeaways, man. Go ahead and just
Yep.
take your time. I know you got a lot.
Just number one thing is the defense, man. This Maverick
We gonna
could the
talk about
Maverick
defense
could
on every video. It seems like.
yep. Could the Mavericks have the best defense in the NBA? That's a real question that needs to be talked about right now. I feel like the Mavericks, like this is without their best rim protector. Like usually, a team that has a great. I don't want to say we don't have a rim protector because the way Maxi and Dodo are blocking some of these shots, man. Woo. But
Actually
the
out there,
defense,
man.
man, this defense is on another level right now, and defense travels. It's so many cliches that are said. Defense wins championships.
Yeah.
Defense travels, all this stuff, but it does. It's the truth, and you can tell the Mavericks are actually locking into this philosophy of they're a good defensive team. So they believe they're in any game because at any stretch they can hold a team scoreless for 4 straight minutes or whatever. And we see it over and over again in these games where they're just locking guys down and like they're calling it out, as you said before. You can hear it on the court when you even listen to the basketball game, all the communication and talking that's going on. And guys just don't want to get beat. It's like these guys don't want guys to score 100 points. So we're talking about it on the show. I don't think they want to. I think even Josh Green said something about the Mavs last game or whatever, not wanting to hold teams to 100 or not letting Houston Rockets get over 100, but they end up getting over 100. But I really think the Mavericks are just just everything is clicking right now. And I don't think it's just, a hot stretch or whatever. I think this team, there's a reason why they jumped like 15 spots in defense efficiency. As far as on the season, they were before the Nets game, I believe they were in the 20s. And now they're top five now. Number three, as we said before, and points allowed. So, man, everybody did their thing, man. JB had an awesome game, I think, again today. It's becoming this like even game where the Mavericks are making 20, 25 points look good now because you got so many guys doing it. And that leads me to another question. I'll pass it over to you.
Hmm.
Remember we didn't have any assets, but now it seems like the Mavericks are like maybe the deepest team in the NBA now, as wild as that seems.
Hmm.
So, with that being said, do the Mavericks really not have assets, or maybe we have a bunch of assets.
Listen, I told you this about 3 or 4 videos ago. I said, look, you want them to keep playing well, so that way, hey, if you do want to move somebody, they'll be able to be moved. Because
Hmm.
when we were struggling in the beginning of the season, it was a lot of people saying like, oh, they don't really have anything they can move. Now it's like you have a lot of pieces that you can move now.
Hmm.
But now the question is going to be because since they are playing good, do you want to move them?
Yeah.
Cause like I said, you know how Mad fans are. When we're doing bad, oh trade everybody. When we're doing good, oh don't touch the team, leave it alone. So it's like, look, the thing is, if you have these players playing the way they playing right now, their stock is as high as it's gonna get at right now. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
so it's hard, definitely higher than it was maybe like a month or maybe like 2 months ago. And
Hmm.
so now, do you want to risk that the chemistry with the team to just to make a move? Like what do you want to do? You know what I'm saying?
I,
That's the question.
I think
Like
they're
go ahead.
getting. I'll let you go, but I think they're getting enough assets now where the other guys are playing good. They could possibly keep their guys because it's certain key guys that you want to keep on the team, and you want to not get rid of as many of those guys as you can. So I think they're trying to maybe get these other guys stock raised so they can lose as little of their core pieces as possible to maybe make a move.
Yeah, like I said, it's a question that Nico and the organization is gonna have to ask themselves. It's like, look, yeah, we're playing good right now. Do you want to upset that, or do you want to just keep it going the way it is and just ride this wave and see how far you can go? And so the thing for me is like right now, it's like it's kind of hard because you knew when my where I stood on that and
Hmm.
like wins like this against Chicago and against Golden State, I'm just like, man, look, maybe we probably can keep this going. Like if you do make a trade, of course you want to trade Willie because you want to make some room, or keep a roster spot open or whatever. But um, this means that you're not getting Dragic, bro, right? You still want Dragic?
And a buyout, yeah,
Oh, you still want Dragic?
on a buyout.
Okay.
If all those, I want all that for the playoffs. Like you said, playoffs a different game, man. I seen Goy Dragic have an awesome playoff running back in the bubble. So
Bubble
I,
Dragic.
I'll take him.
What other oh, this is my turn for the positives. So, like I said, the defense came out today. Luca, I kind of got nervous with him in the first quarter, man. He kind of started kind of trying to do it on his own, and
Hmm.
he kept missing a bunch of those easy chippies in the paint, something that he doesn't normally do. But it was kind of short. And he was kind of getting distracted, and he was kind of getting frustrated because he felt like he wasn't getting a lot of the calls. But like
Hmm.
you said, he started getting more of the people facility to kind of join in and everything, and got them set up and everything, and that was a
Hmm.
positive for the team. So with him doing that, man, it got him his 39th triple double, as you see down there at the bottom. Um, Another positive, I guess I'll give it to your boy, Josh Green, man. Listen, that boy, man, he's stepping up. He's stepping up. Like I said, I guess it's really all about opportunity, man. He's finally getting an opportunity. The opportunity leads to confidence, and as you see, his confidence is leading to his play on the court. So, Josh Green, you definitely got to give it to him. And the way that the offensive team, the starting lineup, all scored in double figures, like we said at the beginning of the video, bodes well. It also shows that the ball is being moved around because we could have seen a game where Luca scored like 35 or like you said before, like 40 or something like that, getting you like
Hmm.
20, 22, 23 or whatever. But then everybody else is getting their points too. Jalen Brunson getting his, who else? Maxi getting his. I got to call Maxi, man. I
I
need to get his
call him.
number. But yeah, everybody is pitching in, man. And like I said, they could have hung it up in the first quarter, man, or the first half, where they
Hmm.
kind of started chipping away in the second quarter, and they cut it down to one going into halftime. But first quarter, they could have been like, man, look, it might not be our night.
Hmm.
But they held serve, stuck with it. The defense that we've been talking about for the last like month showed up, locked some cats up, and it was good to go, man. You got any other positives?
Not really. Excellent, another excellent game, man. Like it's becoming hard to talk about these games because it's like you don't want to call the Mavericks perfect, but they're playing some of the best basketball I've seen in a while from the Dallas Mavericks. So
Yes, sir. All right, man. What we got negative wise? What you got for negatives?
you the starter on that one.
Well, like I said, the only thing I had negative, like I said, when Luca tried to go in and try to play hero ball. Um, I would say we didn't shoot enough free throws today, but the free throws really didn't matter. We won 113-99, so it really didn't matter. Not a lot of negatives in this game, man. These are the kind of games like you would kind of want Tim Hardaway to kind of break out a little bit. He had his moments, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't very impactful. It seems like Josh Green is more impactful right now than Tim Hardaway. And I know that's your boy. I know you got the jersey on right now and all that. That's cool. But I just feel like he's just not. I don't know. Maybe because we're winning, it's kind of being overshadowed and overlooked. People are not really talking about it. But it's just like he's not being impactful right now. And I see he is trying. He is stepping up on defense. Like I said in the last video, he's definitely trying on defense. Something that we've been wanting him to do for the longest. Which, like I said, it was crazy to me because I thought that Tim Hardaway was a good defender coming out of
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta and New York. That whole time, I
Nah,
was like, okay, he's a pretty solid. He's not.
you
But,
you remember that Giannis highlight?
oh man, you had to bring it to
Yeah,
Giannis. I forgot about that thing.
I
Yeah.
remember Dion Waiters too giving it to him. I mean, they were going back and forth in the All Star game, but he was trying to defend Dion as well, and Dion was just giving him buckets. That
Oh yeah.
what was that rookie
Yeah. Rookie
sophomore game,
sophomore. Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it was. Yeah, man. Like I said, I thought he was a good defender coming to Dallas. I mean, for the longest, I did want Tim Hardaway, and then we
Hmm.
finally got him. It's like, okay, I see what the knock was against him from other teams and stuff like that when they were trading him and didn't want to sign him and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's a streaky shooter. Pretty much
Hmm.
like I said, we compared him to J.R. Smith. He's pretty much like J.R. Smith. And so that's I guess we shouldn't complain too much right now because it's not affecting us. But if
Hmm.
you coming to me and asking me what negative I took out, it's definitely Tim Hardaway because he's not bringing anything to the table right now, man. He's extremely streaky, and it's like, how long do we have to sit here and wait for him to finally heat up? You know what I mean? 'Cause I think he had got hot like what midway through the season or whatever.
Yeah, he was
Through
leading
the
scorer last game, though, wasn't
Oh, you're right. He was leading scorer. But okay, yeah. 'Cause, and like I said, remember in that game, I was like, I didn't really feel that 19
he?
he
Quiet
had.
19. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a quiet 19. I thought, like, remember, I thought that Josh Green was a leading scorer
Hmm.
because you felt Josh Green's presence, like you felt it tonight. You know what I'm saying? Like you just feel his presence. I don't really feel Tim Hardaway's presence out there, bro.
Tim,
And so,
I guess I'll go into mine. Tim is the reason we're talking about it. We got to nitpick about, I guess, negatives. The reason we're talking about it is because Tim's in his place. If you know, he had 19, which was quiet the other day. Tim's basically an X factor. He's not a guy now that has to be the reliable guy to put up points anymore. He's an X factor as far as, oh, he may give me, what if Tim Hardaway gives me 25 today? Like that's the place he's at. And I think that's a good place for the Mavericks right now. So
to
it's
where
like
to the
he got,
point we don't really need his points like that.
yeah, like he's not needed
Okay.
anymore. Not to say he's not needed because his effort and all is still great on defense. He's trying as hard as he can this year, but he's not the guy. It's not like his streakiness is necessary where he needs to put up 20 a game now. Now he can give you 25, 9, and then come back year 19 and then an 8. And it's okay now because of the place that he's in with the other guys. I really think, like I said, the emergence of Jalen Brunson with this team with Jason Kidd really put everybody in their places now. Everybody's playing it. Like you have one game where you're going to have Dorian Finney-Smith drop 18. And the next game, Maxi Kleber gives you 18. Right behind it, and Dodo going to have 10. Like everybody is in place where no one has to do anything but their roles. So, and then, this isn't even talking about Josh Green, like you just said earlier. So Josh Green is now emerging as an X factor that can give you double-digit points now and a little everything
Looks very
around.
high.
That's what I'm saying. So he's it's the only negatives I'm gonna go. I know we talking about negatives. Tim Hardaway did one thing in the game. I was talking to my wife about it while it was happening. He dribbles and he gets bumped, and you're like, after that one bump, you're like, get rid of the ball, Tim Hardaway. Like you got bumped. You can't get past him. Just stop.
Right.
And he keeps dribbling, and he'll get bumped again. And I'm like, that's 2 times. Tim, just pass it. And then you see the ball about to be like the turnover happening, or as it's about to occur. Like, stop dribbling the ball, Tim. He did it a
Right.
couple times in the game, and it's annoying. But that, and then also Moses Brown not getting time is really exposing him because it's looking horrible when he's playing because it's like he's jumping in, and it's no rhythm. It's just I'm trying to get in there and do something, guys, with you guys, and it's like he's lost at times. So I hate that it's getting to that point with Jalen Brunson. I mean, not Jalen Brunson, Moses Brown or whatever. But that's really all the negatives I can take, man. It's not really much you can say. Even Reggie only shot what 4 shots today. He made 1 or 3 and 2 or 4 from the field. Sterling Brown didn't really do anything offensively as far as scoring or anything, but
He only
his
played
presence
9
just
minutes.
yes, I'm saying it didn't feel like his minutes were just like unnecessary or like he wasn't doing anything at all. So everybody did their thing, man. Even your boy Dwight Powell now, like I told you, he's on a run. So it's I don't know what to do, man. This is the hard decisions that the management has to make, and I guess that's the only negative about it is that it's getting closer and closer to trade deadline every show, and management has to decide what they're going to do with the squad. Do you keep the chemistry together and ride that
Yeah,
out like you guys decided you wanted to do? Because obviously you kept this team together to say, hey, maybe they're going to click like Golden State or other teams did before, or do you say, man, I've seen this story enough times, and I'm going to try something different, which may mess up the chemistry. So
man. Let me ask you about the Moses Brown thing. Do you think that it might be a confidence thing because they have pulled his minutes back?
yes,
The reason why it's
I
kind
think
of
I
like,
think he
oh,
can't
go
get
ahead.
in he can't get into a flow. Like he doesn't know when he's going to play, and when he goes out there, he's just trying to do, I guess, too much
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he's
yeah,
trying to show I'm a part of the team as well, so I'm trying to
yeah,
do too much. So it's hurting him because he knew that the fans were behind him and all. Like Moses heard all that. He even talked about it on one of the press conferences before, saying that they asked him, does he hear from the the fans and what they're saying and all. And he said, yeah, he did. He does hear it, and he's going to try as hard as he can and all. So I think with him getting less minutes and less opportunity, and the emergence of like Marquise Chris and things like, and Dwight Powell was playing good again, as I said. So it's hurting him. But I mean, he's still young and he doesn't have to play. So to have him on the side, just to keep developing him, just keep playing. Maybe it may not be this year. That'd be the year where he comes out there and he's doing it. But you got a guy with size, athleticism, and hustle. Just keep working with him, man. If the team keeps winning, he'll be around a winner, and eventually he'll catch on to things. Look at Josh Green. We were giving up on Josh Green before the Desmond Bain comment, and then Desmond Bain woke him up, and
yeah.
it's been a wrap
It
since
really
then. Like
was David Bain that woke him up.
it's been
That's what it
Desmond
seemed like.
Bain. I think Desmond Bain. Well, Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd is more of he's closer in line of playing. So he's like he's a coach that's a player, basically just been a player. So he hears what they're saying, what Desmond Baines and them are saying, and after the game and all. So that probably woke up Jason Kidd, and he's like, okay, so you think Josh Green can't play? Let me play him then. And you see, he's been playing since.
And it seems like he's been playing better than Desmond Bain lately.
Yep.
I
We play
mean,
Memphis next, right?
oh, hold on. That's a good question, bro. I didn't even look. Oh, I'm ready. If that's the case, I'm ready.
I'm ready too.
Because look, that is going to be the test. I know that I said that Chicago and Golden State is going to be the test. Like, if you want to catch Memphis and try to get to that 4th seed, man, you got to win this game. You got to.
Yep.
Um, Dylan Brooks is out. I think they said 4 to 6 weeks, I believe. So he's out. Somebody else was out too. I can't remember. Ja was only out that one game, so he's going to
Yeah, he
probably
came
end up
back.
playing in that game.
This
Um,
is these are the games as well when you want Luca to embarrass Ja. I'm sorry,
oh no, no,
Ja.
no.
I love
We
you.
play the Knicks next. Play the Knicks
Oh, the
next.
Knicks. That's okay. Okay.
Mhm. Well,
I thought
yeah,
we played Memphis.
yeah. Man, I wish, man. I we played them on Friday, so we played the
Okay,
Knicks
Friday.
Wednesday, and then we played the Grizzlies Friday. Which I kind of like that time in between too, man. Kind of give them a little time to rest. I know. We feel like the momentum and everything. You don't want them to, what I'm saying, kind of disrupt that or whatever. But this be a good time, man, to kind of rest, get the team together. Everybody kind of do they, get your mind right. Tim might need some time off, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't think he missed any games yet this year. So, well, no, I'm sorry, he had the protocol,
The health and
but
protocol. Yep.
yeah, he had the protocol.
Is it
So
in New
that's what,
York?
yeah, it's in New York.
Oh, they
It's
bringing
in.
KP back. Oh, that's why they held KP back. Oh,
You think
that's why
so?
they held KP back. That's why they bringing KP. That's
I
gonna be a
mean, hey,
big
because
test.
like I said, you got some time. You got some
Uh
time,
huh.
but they play New York, so yeah. I mean, he gonna have some extra time to rest or whatever the case is. which kind of got me thinking, man, that maybe it just wasn't a COVID protocol.
It may not have been. It may not. I think the last day fell on yesterday. So I mean, I'm not until tomorrow. If Wednesday's game or whatever they play Wednesday next, you say right? If
Yes.
Wednesday's game they KP isn't playing, then we'll start talking about something else. But I'll give him the Wednesday. I'm not going to rush him to come back from protocol and all, but he should be back Wednesday, and that's going to be a big test because we're going to see how the team plays the way they're playing right now. Throwing KP in there now, and if the team starts looking not as well with KP in there, now you found the weakest link. Not to be evil and all that stuff. I'm just keeping it real.
We waiting on
If they
that, man.
come back,
We waiting on that.
no, because KP has always been. I told you from the beginning of the show when we first started, KP has been that deciding factor. If
Yeah.
KP plays like the KP we think we can have, this team is a championship level team. I've stood by that since the first episode I came with. I believe that. I still believe that. If KP comes back and shows that right now, this team is already beating the best teams in the conferences. Like how much better can we get? KP can take us over the top. Like we can be a dominant team with Kristaps Porzingis, and if he does that, then he'll be an all-star. This team will win the first round and maybe more. And like we're going to start talking about second round. I know you want to jump past that, but this team is starting to look like a conference contender at this
Yeah.
point with this defense and offense and all. So, but KP, man, KP is the difference maker. KP makes us a championship level team. He still does, and it's up to him.
So right now in the standings, we are still fifth. We are
Mhm.
actually now 4.5 behind the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis is 27 and 14. We are 22 and 18. Man, we got a lot of ground to make up, and it's gonna be hard. Well, yeah, we're winning, but they're winning too.
Mhm.
And it's like no matter if Jai's in the game or not, it's kind of like with Dallas. They're winning without their superstar. We're winning without our superstar, so it's making it a little harder. Um, I like I said, that game on Friday is going to be a key game, man. We can knock off a whole full game right there. We can,
Yep.
matter of fact, if we can beat the Knicks, which who've been struggling this year, to be fair, the Knicks have been struggling. We can kind of get go in there and do our thing because we've been kind of struggling since we picked up KP playing the Knicks in New York.
Uh-huh.
So that might be the game he needs to sit out, bro. He been kind of
No, no, no,
he
no.
don't
Don't
play
do it.
too, bro.
Do it.
He
Let
don't play
you
too well
got
in New York, bro.
you got to beat your demons. You got to beat your demons. If you're talking about being a championship level team, you can't just keep saying no, 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 nope. I want KP out there, and I want KP to perform against the Knicks. I want KP to perform against the Knicks. I want to see KP give us a 25 and 10 to 30-point game. I want him to go out there and show the Knicks that they miss him. Julius Randle is struggling right now.
Yeah,
Go and take apart Julius Randle. I want to see KP doing that.
bro. He owe us a 30-point game in New York, bro.
He do. He
Or
owes us
just,
one.
or
And
just against the Knicks in general, you owe us a 30-point game, bro.
these are teams you got to beat. So the Mavericks just got to keep beating the teams they're supposed to beat. It's
Yeah,
as plain and simple as that. Like, I mean, games tonight, you could have won or lost this one. I'm glad they won, and they're showing that they are, becoming that next step of team. But you got to win those games against those teams that you're supposed to beat. That's how you move
yeah.
up in the standings. You're going to lose some games still, but you cannot lose those games against like Sacramento and all. It's like, man, come on, man. You got to beat the New York Knicks. You need to be on a 7-game winning streak going against the Memphis Grizzlies on Friday.
So let me see this. So uh when I asked you about the 7 game, I'm sorry, the 7 games next, and you said you can do 5 out of 2. I mean 5-2 in the seven
Hmm.
games. Do you
Hmm.
change the answer now? Was one of the two losses supposed to be against Chicago to you?
Yes. So I agree with you. You said they can go undefeated. I think they could go undefeated. I wasn't gonna go that hard because
Yeah,
I already go hard enough saying a first round playoff series, maybe a second round and all that. Like people gonna be like, man, this guy is a home. I'm not even a homer, but bias and all that. So
yeah.
I'm not trying to be biased, but I think the Mavericks can beat every team in the NBA. I've said that for the longest time. The Mavericks can beat every team in the NBA. I don't think there's a. I think Luka Doncic is Luka Doncic should be the best player in the NBA. His ability and his skill and all, he should be the best player in the NBA. So if I'm talking about a guy that could possibly be the best player in the NBA, then you have to say you have a chance to beat every team that you play because you
Right.
possibly have the best player every game that you play.
Do you think Luca is enjoying the way that he's used now. Like he don't have to go out there
Yes.
and play hero ball. He can go out there,
Yes.
like I said, get your little 22. He can easily set people up now because people are hitting their shots and people are being counted on a little bit more. Like I said, everybody stepped their game up while he was out, and he just fit right in as soon as he came back in. Everybody kept doing what they were doing, and he just fit right in. So you think he liked the way it is right now?
I think him and J Kid probably had a conversation, and they probably sat down, kept it real, and said, Luka, if you out there, you scoring, go have. He gets his isolation moments. He still scores in isolation. He's an isolation player, as he should be. He's great at it. So I think he can go, and he has that green light to go be an isolation player. But I think J Kidd told him, if you miss two in a row or something like that, they give me an assist or get some guys like that. Like I think they probably have a game plan going on where Luka's agreeing, and he's like, all right, I got to get these guys involved too. Like Luka's never been a guy that really cares about field goal percentage. That's one great thing about Luka. Like it's a gift and a curse because I'm like, that. I'm like, come on, Luka, shoot to have a better percentage. But at the same time, it's like when he was in the first quarter driving and getting and missing the bunnies and all, that actually
Yeah.
helped his team out. That helped his team out at the end of the day because that means the defense still believes Luka's going to try to penetrate and score at the rim. So they're running over to him because he's Luka Doncic and Maxi Kleber's wide open and Josh Green is wide open. You've seen some passes where they were ugly passes, but the guys were so wide open they were picking up the passes and still scoring threes and all. So it's Luka Doncic is just that dude, man. Like I think we kind of, I guess not appreciate it as much as we should have. I know we talk about him leaving and all sometimes, but Mark Cuban, man, you have to make this right, man. Like this has to work out in your favor because you have something special right here, and Tim Hardaway knows it. The rest of the league knows it, and it just is what it is, man. But before we go to the next thing, I want to talk to you about Zach LaVine.
Oh yeah,
Zach
go ahead.
LaVine,
I was gonna touch on something about what you said with the Luca thing because yeah, we look at I think what people's shooting percentages are is more for I mean probably more for what was the word I'm looking for? Not for show, but it's like look, Luca shot 34% tonight, right? From the field.
hmm hmm
He put up a triple double to a win.
hmm
You know what I'm saying? So him shooting 34%, is it really a big deal as long as we win the
no,
game? As long as
no,
he put up a solid triple double, his triple double led to a win. Like, does that 34%, like, who's that 34% important to? Just about to say, oh, he's shooting, 40%. Like,
the
you know what I
team,
mean? Or is that like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who's that stat important to? Now, I can
the
also, on the other hand, I can say, like, yo, if that dude not shooting 40% from three, I don't want him. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? But it just, when you
it
kind of,
depends on your role.
you say
It's
what?
your role. It depends on your role. If you're a role player and your role is to shoot, then you should have a high shooting percentage. Luka Doncic's role isn't just to shoot, so he doesn't always have to have a high percentage. The team still shot 50, 40, 100.
Yeah.
And Luka Doncic, you said shot under 40% from the field, and the team with Luka
Shot
Doncic
40%.
included shot 50, 40, 100
Yep.
from the field. So, I mean, from the court. So that percentage means nothing at all.
Yeah, I was just wondering that, man, because like I said, he shot 34%, but they still won. He got him a triple double and got everybody involved. So,
Mhm.
but yeah, what we gonna say about Zach Levine?
Zach LaVine, and I've been saying this all year. No, no, I've been saying it before the year happened, before I even joined the show, that I think Zach LaVine would be an awesome fit for the Mavs.
Oh
I think
man,
Zach
listen,
LaVine,
man, Will, I know you here. He can tell you. I've been on that train for the get go. I said, listen, we can Zach Levine, like you said, Zach Levine would fit perfect for this team, man. He could play
he would.
without the ball. Like
He's
if you wanna keep Luke on the ball, he's perfect for that.
uh-huh.
Very,
He's a
he's perfect.
consistent. He's a consistent Tim Hardaway. He's a
Yeah,
consistent Tim Hardaway. Instead of being inconsistent Tim Hardaway, he's a
yeah,
consistent guy as far as the scoring, the being able to dribble enough to do his roles. Like you don't have to be. It's not a streaky. Hey,
very
can you do this
efficient,
this time?
very
He's
efficient.
exactly. He's a consistent Tim Hardaway Jr. I feel like so. This the He's coming into a contract year. He didn't sign that contract, so he
Nope.
didn't sign his contract saying he wants to stay in Chicago, saying that I'm definitely being in Chicago. Chicago made these moves, so everybody thought he was going to be happier because Chicago now has more pieces. They have like a four-man little thing or whatever, three and a half. Depends on how you want to include Lonzo. I think
I was
Lonzo's
gonna say, Lee,
legit,
how you want to
but
include Vucevic because he the one that been
you
more inconsistent.
exactly he's been the
Yeah,
more one. So they basically like a three, I guess. They two and two halves. But the he wanted to be a guy on the team. I feel like Zach LaVine felt like this was going to be his Chicago team that became a winner. Now, on the other hand, though, they're going through DeMar DeRozan. This team goes through DeMar
yeah,
DeRozan. And like you watch plays where they're constantly over and over, like saying DeMar DeRozan, get us a bucket, go get a mid range. It was during the second half when they were down, they kept
yeah.
going to DeMar DeRozan to set up their offense and go score buckets. Now, I say that to say, in the long run, if this Chicago Bulls team, I don't think they're going to win a championship. I don't think they're that far. If they do not win a championship, which I don't think they're going to do, is it really crazy to think Zach LaVine may still leave them in free agency?
Man, you know what? You kind of got me thinking a little bit the way when you said because thinking back on the game when you said that they was running the ball through DeRozan, they were. Because
Yeah.
remember, it felt like Zach didn't get his first 2 points until probably like 4 minutes into the first. Excuse me, 4 minutes into the first quarter. And
Mm-hmm.
so I'm just like, when you said, I'm like, dang, you know what? You're right. It looked like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's been hitting those buzzer beater wins and stuff like that. He's been the one that's been taking the clutch shots. You know what I'm saying? All that. You might be right, man. Listen, like
Yeah.
I said, I'm holding hope because, like you just said, he didn't sign his contract extension that they offered him. And
Nope.
even with the team that they have right now being number one in the East, he's still unsure if he's going. We're still kind of unsure if he's going to sign back.
Yep.
So if I was Dallas, that should be your main target. That dude right there would fit perfect in this system, bro. Like I said, he'll play perfect without the ball. Would fit perfect
Mm-hmm.
next to Luca, another athletic scoring wing that we can use. Somebody that can go out there and get his own shot that Luca don't have to set up. And on top of that, Zach Levine he's a underrated facilitator too. He can facilitate a
Jay,
little bit. He was doing that last year until they got DeRozan, who DeRozan now a facilitator or whatever. So now they're asking DeRozan to be the facilitator, and you just go out there and get your buckets when you can. You put him over here, you're gonna have two guys like Luca will be the primary facilitator, but he can facilitate. You know what I'm saying?
would you
So
do Jalen Brunson at the end
yeah,
of the season? After the season is over, Jalen Brunson and someone else was Zach LaVine
oh yeah,
signing trades
yeah.
on both.
Not
All
no
right.
no question, no question. Like
All
that's
right.
not even a
Okay.
question right now. Like I listen,
Then the
what are we
Mavericks.
doing?
There you go. I'm not Nico, but I just told you. I just told Nico the plan. There you go. If you can't sign, that's how you make up everything. You didn't sign JB yet. You got
Hey,
JB going into it being a free agent.
yeah,
Zach LaVine does his thing and he doesn't want to be there. I feel like Zach LaVine would want to play here with Luca. Don't the way they interact, Zach LaVine and Luca in games and the way he talks about him, I feel like Zach LaVine has a bunch of respect for Luca. There you go, Nico Harrison. If this team doesn't win a championship this year, the Mavericks, Jalen Brunson for Zach LaVine. That's the move.
I do that in a heartbeat, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do that in a heartbeat. If there's a way they can throw if you throw Tim in there too, man, get him another shooter,
There you
man.
go.
That'd be nice.
That's exactly the package. Tim Hardaway and
Yeah,
Jalen Brunson and maybe a pick for Zach LaVine.
oh yeah, I do that right, man. Listen, man. Hey, I'll be sad until like we probably be sad, like, oh, they traded Jalen Brunson. Oh man, you're crying and stuff. Then all of a sudden, oh, we got Zach Levine. Oh, okay, never mind. Wiping your eyes.
Yep,
I'm good
real
now. I'm
quick.
good. But yeah, man, I would definitely take that trade. What there another something else you want to ask me?
It was about KP though.
Oh, yeah, what's up,
Say
KB?
if KP comes back and this team starts to lose, what happens?
How's he playing?
Does that matter?
Yes, because
So if
I'm
this
guessing
team,
I'm guessing you're asking me that as far as what should we trade him?
yes, is he the piece?
So
Is that the missing? Is that the deciding point? Since we're close to the trade deadline and all, we're trying to decide: are we going to make the move or make a move or not? Who we're going to get rid of? Who we're going to keep? Are we going to keep Jalen Brunson and try to go for him? If KP
yeah,
comes back right now, what we're doing,
yeah,
and we start to lose, like we've been beating teams by a lot, or like we've been handing teams they're behind without KP. So if we come back and we start losing, say we like lose three in a row or something like that, is it time to start
yeah.
looking to trade KP?
That's it's only gonna depend on how he's playing because
Okay.
he'll be like I've been telling you this for the last like 85 videos. If it's gonna depend, like if he's playing well, like he was doing before the protocol, if he's playing
Mm-hmm.
well, it'll be easier for us to move him. So if we lose three in a row and he's giving you like 22 and like 9 or whatever, and like a block and a half or whatever, and like maybe 3 assists, you can move him a whole lot easier than like, okay, he got you 11 and 5 or whatever, and he shot 30% from the field. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a
Okay.
whole lot easier to move him if his numbers are just a little bit more solid, which he's been throwing up solid numbers. Even when Luka was out in protocol, he's throwing up solid numbers, which kind of sucks because he was doing well. Then he had to hit the protocol, which now it's going to take. You know how KP is, man. He's a rhythm player, so it's going to take
Uh-huh.
him a little bit longer to try to pick back up his rhythm, man. That's the only thing I don't like. But to answer your question, it's going to depend on how he's going to play when he comes back. Like I said, if he
So,
puts up around the same numbers and kind of and everybody kind of sees like, okay, KP look like he's doing something out there, it'll be
mhm.
easier to move him. But my stand is still we need to I would say move him regardless. I'm still on the
That's what
on
I'm
the
saying.
fence. Yeah,
You're
I still
saying
want to I still want to move him, bro. I still want to
okay,
move him.
you trade him regardless. That's what I was saying. You're saying it'll be easier if he's playing good, but either way,
Yeah.
you're saying if he comes back and we lose and get rid of him.
Yeah, because you get better value for him with his numbers,
Yeah.
looking solid or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because remember,
Yes.
over the offseason, when all those rumors about trading him or whatever, it was hard to trade him because look what he did in the playoffs. He was giving you 13-4. You know what I'm saying? In the
I think we can
playoffs.
get
So,
I
oh,
think
go
we
ahead.
can get rid of him though. I think we can get rid of him. I think either way, I think we can get rid of him now, especially with this protocol, safety protocol going on and all right now. I think we can get rid of Kristaps Porzingis. Like you said, his play will decide who we can get back for him. But at
Yeah,
this point, even if we can get back draft picks right now, like send them to a team that's not that good and just get their draft picks. Like just get it, see if you can get a pick or something for him. Like it's at that point where if he comes back, even if his rhythm if he has good games and we're losing, that means that us putting him in rhythm is messing our team up. Like so, it's little things you have to pay attention to in the game. Like that's annoying. Like having to stop the game and try to get KP his post ups and all if he's
yeah,
not a dominant post up player. So it'll be times where you just lose because you like, oh, that's a long rebound off a brick, and they're going to
yeah,
score a bucket or whatever like that, and it messes your game up. So I think this is a big moment in KP's career when he returns, as it was for Luka. Like we wanted to see him step in this team and see if he, could fit because the team was changing around him. Now it's KP's turn again to come back and see if he can fit. Because last time he tried to fit, he gave you playoff KP from last year, where he gave you 13-4, as you just said. So now we got to see him fit and still be KP with this team still giving you saw the whole start lineup score. So where does his
yeah.
points fit in? That's my question. Now, how does Josh Green go away? Does
Hey,
Tim Hardaway Jr. score less?
it's a lot of movement in the half court, bro. Like you said, we don't just maybe Luca, but when Luca does it, he attacks real quick. It's like
Yep.
KP got to get it, he got to gather, he got to set himself up, he got to do a few dribbles. You know what I'm saying? Like you throwing it down to Luca, trying to back you down, layup or whatever, or
And,
pull up over you or whatever. He's trying to hurt to get that shot off because you don't
and
want
Luca,
the. Oh, go ahead.
go ahead. I'm saying Luca moves a bunch too. People
Yeah,
don't give Luca as much credit without they say he don't move it out the ball. Luca a lot of times gets stopped up and passes the ball back and then is running around to try to set another screen to get the ball back and all. He does a bunch. So to not recognize him and him getting tired or the things he has to do and just thinking he just dribbles the air out of the ball, he does not do that. He goes around and moves, and they decide if somebody's open to swing it to somebody else and all, or if they can't, he comes around and grabs it, getting off a pick of a pin down or so. So I want to get that rumor out of the, or I guess that myth out of the air as well, because I know a lot of folks say about Luka just dribbling the air out the ball. That's not how the Mavericks play.
yeah, but you getting that from people who don't really watch the Mavs like that. All right,
Yep.
man. Who you giving the game ball to tonight?
Tonight for the first time, because I do not have a Josh Green jersey, and I just gave him the game ball last game. And I do not want people to think I don't love the Dawn. So I'm giving a cold game ball to both Josh Green and Luka Doncic.
Ah, man. Okay.
I had to choose them both. I cannot
Yeah,
leave Luka out with his 22, 14, and 14. But
yeah.
Josh Green, man, Josh Green, I told you he's one skill away. One skill away from being a top player in the NBA.
Okay. Well, you already took my pick, man. I was gonna say Tim Hardaway. You already took my pick, so there you
You
go.
could have
Tim
went with
Hardaway. I'm gonna get my game ball tonight, man. I'm just kidding. Y'all know I ain't picking no Tim Hardaway. Give me this man right here. Get that out the way.
the Don.
Yes, sir. Give me the Don, Luca. with that very solid triple double, man. You don't always got to score a 40-point triple double, man, to make an impact, man. And that's what he did tonight. Like I said, shooting percentages wasn't that, but you felt his game tonight. You felt his impact, the way he was rebounding and getting everybody set up tonight, man. So I'm giving my game ball to that boy Luca, man, with his 39th
I'll,
triple double of his career.
I'll take 25, 10, and 10 from Luca for a career. I don't need 30, 8 and 8. I'll take 25, 11 and 11 or something like that. If he does that,
Ooh.
that's amazing.
Yeah, that is amazing, bro. All right, man. We at the part of the show, man, where we take this is y'all's part of the show now, man. We're taking your questions and your comments, man. So let's go ahead and get into it. So if you got a question or a comment, go ahead and get it in now. And here we go.
Hater. I saw it. Hater. Hater
Nah, he was
alert.
trolling. That dude was trolling,
Ah,
man. Oh, hey, bro. How you doing? She
Miss
going
Rel.
at it. Let's see. Ben Price, Green Gang in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know how we do it. Had to throw on a throwback, man, today for my boy Luca, man. He out here putting in that work, man. Yeah, this the guy we were talking about right here. This the guy.
He good. Nah, the Mavericks are a joke, but they are what, number 5 defensive efficiency. Probably gonna move up from there too. So we can be a joke. Ooh, said deepest team. Oh man, he hate the Mavs. What team does he like? Can he come back and tell us that before the show over? He probably
Um,
what is it? He Golden State Warriors fan or a Hawks fan or something like that. Probably
no,
one of them two.
he probably do it to be trolling, man. You know how them people do sometimes. They be getting in here trolling. So Ben Price said start Josh Green, man. Yes, sir. Well,
I
you got the
remember I
Josh
said that
Green
earlier.
out over here, man. He love Josh
I,
Green.
I said that way early when we first started. I said maybe even bring Josh Green and let him start for defense and all that. You gave me that look like
Hold
what?
on. Now,
Josh Green?
Ben, let me ask you this question. If you still watching, can you answer this? If you start Josh Green, who are you starting him over?
Over Jalen Brunson?
Ooh, hold on now. You giving up on Jalen Brunson? That's it?
No, no, not at all. Not at
Okay.
all. I'm
You
saying
want to move back to the bench?
it depends on how you want to play it as far as even being a more dominant. They can be an even dominant defensive team. If right now, really, you got so many different players right now. That's why I asked you the question about the assets and all before. It's just so many players right now that's just interchangeable and can move. Like this is awesome.
This
This
is this
it's
is what they wanted when they put this team together. And
hmm
I touched on this on a previous video. I had said that they're trying to have it to where because listen, the Clipper series exposed a lot of holes that we had. We talked
hmm
about we picked up Josh Richardson for a certain purpose. You picked
hmm
him up so that way that you could have interchangeable wings. Now you
Yep.
have that. You got Reggie, you got Sterling, you got Dodo, you got Josh. Who else we got?
Tim Hardaway.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway. You got these interchangeable wings now, man. That whenever you do a pick and roll, they can switch. You still got a
hmm
guy the same size. How many times do we see a lineup where Maxey was at the center and then you surround him with wings?
A
You
lot
see
of
what I'm saying?
times.
Yeah.
A lot of the times
So
the Mavericks are playing and their shortest guy on the court is 6'5".
yeah, and that's listen, but it's not just the Mavericks, bro. This is what the league is going towards. You know what I'm
hmm
saying? Like matter of fact, the Clippers did it in the playoffs. They
Yep.
had Marcus Morris at the five, and it was him and a bunch of wings. Marcus Morris is pretty much a wing. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? He's a real big guy. He stays on the perimeter. He's pretty much a wing. And so that's what the league was kind of moving towards. You know what I'm saying? With just throw 5 wings out there, man, and we do what we do. Which is why when you kind of brought up Utah, that's why they struggled. Because when you
Uh-huh.
put 5 wings out there, Rudy Gobert can't guard the guy on the perimeter. So it makes it difficult. So that's what Dallas understood that. They saw that. And so that's why they ended up picking up Sterling Brown and Reggie Bullock over the offseason. That way you can add more interchangeable wings. So
Before we jump to this one, that's why KP is so important, man. KP because KP is 7'3" and can do the stuff that a wing should be able to do. So if you got, a 7'3" guy still out there on the court while the other teams still have small guys, that's why KP becomes the most important piece on this team.
I agree because I've been saying that put him at the five and then just surround him with wings. Like
Yep.
Orlando used to do with Dwight Howard.
hmm
All right, so Ben had another comment. He said Moses Brown moved around the floor like a baby giraffe. Wow, I've never seen anyone break dunks more than him either. I want him to be good, but I just don't think he has it.
I'll go first. I'll
I
go
can
first.
I can unsee it now. I can't unsee it, man. You said the baby giraffe. That got me, bro. Cause he did kind of like he moved like a baby giraffe, man.
He
But
forcing it though.
yeah,
He's
go
just
ahead.
forcing it. He's just forcing it. He's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
it's times you'll see him under the rim with like three guys on him. The reason it looks like he's bricking dunks is because he's forcing it. He's trying to go up like a Shaquille O'Neal and on. It's like three guys around him, and he's
yeah,
not like that yet. So I mean, he needs he's moving too fast. Like he every time he gets the ball, he thinks he wants to score. And
yeah.
that's because he doesn't get any minutes. He's just trying to do what he can every time. So the more, like I said, you got to work with him more and give him more minutes so that he can actually play the game and not have to score every minute that he touches the ball, and he can learn to move it and do other things. I'm not willing to give up on him yet. Like I said, the guy can still rebound. He can still block shots
He
like
has
that.
potential. He has potential.
Yes, the other stuff he's too young, and the other stuff will come with time. I just gave the example of Josh Green again. Everybody was willing to give up on. We all saw that he had potential on defense. We saw he could pass before, and we were like, man, why isn't he scoring? Well, he didn't have the time to score. So you gave him time, and he's able to score now. Just work with Moses Brown when he's eventually able to play more minutes with a team that he believes in and believes he can fit on. He'll be better.
I agree. All right, man. Will says Knicks, then Memphis. So yeah, we got that squared away.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got the Knicks next, then Memphis. My bro Law said with Josh Green stepping up now, do you feel the Mavs are justified on drafting him over Sadiq Bey and Desmond Bain? Like King said, I guess we'll have to wait and see because it seems
Hmm.
like all of their careers going to be intertwined. So one does good, you're gonna question the other two. This guy does good, you're gonna question them two. That's how it's gonna seem to be. Like you said, we questioned Josh Green because we saw what Sadiq Bey and Desmond Bain are doing. But at the same time, like King brought up in a couple of videos ago, those guys had more opportunity because they had worse teams. And
Hmm.
so it's just going to take opportunity for Josh to
Hmm.
finally show what he's doing. He's doing it right now. Because, like I said, with opportunity comes the confidence. And
Hmm.
now he has the confidence, man, and it's showing. He's scoring more and more now. He had 17 last game. He had 18 here. Might drop a 20 piece on the next game.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
it's
So
coming.
yeah, it's coming. It definitely coming. I think he should have had it the other day, but it's all good.
It's it's coming. I to go on that one. I'll throw a little something on it. I do feel that Josh Green fits better for this team than those two guys do at his I guess potential peak. So he does things that those guys can't do. Now we're not going to say he doesn't. Josh Green is I feel like a better defender than both of those dudes. I feel like
I
Josh
don't
Green is
know.
a better
Sadiq nice,
play.
man.
I don't think I think Josh Green will be a better defender than Sadiq Bey. Hear me out. I'm telling you.
Okay.
I think he'll be a better playmaker than both of those dudes too. And if he keeps
Oh,
scoring,
he's
he
better. He's a better playmaker than Desmond for sure.
and if he keeps scoring, if he can get this 18 points a game, whatever this over 15, and you see he's developing with time, he could possibly be better than them. So I'm starting to see with time why the Mavericks chose him. That you can only ask why did they choose Josh Green because of the things, the intangibles he does. Some of them passes, man.
Because Bob Williams.
His driving dish game, man, is second to Lucas. His driving dish game is second to Lucas, man. He
Hey
drives
man,
to that rim, gets under it, and just
bro, don't disrespect him like that. He had 7 assists, bro. Come on now,
uh.
bro. All right. Next one up, man. Will says, I agree, King. No, you mean you agree, real.
Appreciate you.
You mean agree, real.
Appreciate you, Will.
All right. He meant 30 point double double is old. He's talking about KP. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. KP owe us something, man. Listen, since we picked you up, you've been a no show in New York. He just be like he been scared to play down there in New York, man. I know that
He
crowd. I know
has.
the New York fans are brutal, man. And at that time, New York was known for playing physical defense, bro. But man, look, you owe us something, bro. Go in there. You got necessarily give us 30, bro. Just give us like 27 and like 11. You know
I,
what I'm saying?
I went
Be
to the
an
first game.
impact.
I went to his first game back in New York. I was
Oh,
in New
for
York
real?
Madison Square Garden. We ended up losing at the end. That game where Luca put up that crazy and one shot off the
Yeah.
side where he got hit with the pump fake and all. I was there at that game. My best friend, he's actually a Knicks fan. So we went there for my birthday, I believe. They played on my birthday, I believe. So
Oh, man.
yeah, we went there and watched them, and then he lost that game. I was mad because we were leaving out, and I had a KP jersey on and all. That's why I actually got a KP jersey just for that day, so that I could wear it and try to troll the New York fans, and
Oh
they ended
man,
up
I know
trolling
that
me at the end of
suck,
the day. So
boy.
yeah, it is what it
Man,
is.
dang, I know that suck. All right, man. Bro Law said championship teams beat the teams they are supposed to beat. So far, so good. Yeah, like I said, man, when they played Houston and Luka didn't play, I was sitting there saying like, "Yo, this be the opportunity, man, to kind of just take care of business. You don't need Luka and KP for the YMCA team. Go
Nope,
in there and take care of business, man. You should do it. You should get it.
they beat the
All
Houston Rockets.
right, yeah. Let's see. Pavel says this was a fun game. I'm picking up a Josh Green rookie card. Hey man, that boy King got like all the rookie cards right now for Josh Green, man.
I
He got
wish
Josh Green Australian card. And
Pavel send one. Please send me one, man. I appreciate it if you could. I need one of them Josh Green rookie cards. If we had another a jersey coming out, I wish we had another one coming out this year. I would probably get a Josh Green jersey, but I'll probably have to wait till next year the new jersey. So I'll try to have my
yeah,
Josh Green one then.
oh the what they call it? What's the jersey they get every year? What's it called? City edition.
The city
That's what we gonna get.
edition. Yep, mhm.
Okay.
Probably so.
All right, man. Pavel also said, "How do you guys see KP fitting in?" With yeah, we just touched on that. Like I said, yeah, you said a key point in your comment. How's KP going to fit in? Not
Hmm.
how the Mavericks going to fit with KP. How's KP going to fit in? Because the Mavericks are playing well right now. A lot of people are touching the ball. The ball is moving. It's not really sticking. Even with Luke out there, like King said, a lot of people his reputation of the ball sticks. It's not sticking. So
Hmm.
for a player like KP, you're gonna have to be a little bit more effective on the move. It's not
Hmm.
gonna be a lot of them post ups like that, man. You might get one or two a game or whatever here and there, but we got to keep the ball moving, man. That's how we're winning these games. We're hitting these defenses, man, all over the court. And
Yep,
so he's gonna have to try his best to fit in with this team when he comes back.
I agree.
All right, man. Got my bro log in. He says, "How about KP, Tim Hardaway Jr. and a pick for Levine, and we keep Brunson?" Listen, I do that. Listen, I've been saying let's get rid of KP and Tim Hardaway. Let's make some room. Let's get some pieces back. And you say for Zach Levine, oh yeah, I do that in a heartbeat. Who else?
Yeah, I do it in a heartbeat. We had to take someone else on, I believe, though. That's a lot of money we giving up. Like we had to give up. They had to give somebody. I guess Kobe White. No, that ain't even enough money. I don't know. I don't know who we get back
But
with.
Kobe
We had
still
to
in his
take
rookie
some.
contract. You know,
Yeah, we had to take because that's two big contracts too for
oh, you know
Zach
what?
Levine.
What about Vucevic?
You think they give up both of them for both of them? I don't know if they. I
So
don't think
the reason
Chicago
why
do that.
reason why I was saying that because we probably have to throw one more in there. Well, maybe it got to be some picks or something. Because
I'm not doing two picks. I'm not doing two picks for both of them. I
okay,
don't
I'm
think
gonna
I
say
would.
'cause Vucevic right now is on the trade block with Chicago. In
Yeah,
my opinion, like
I
I
don't.
take Zach Levine and Vucevic over KP and Tim Hardaway.
I don't know if I'll take Vucevic over KP, man. Like I know we hate
Mm.
on KP, man, but I don't know if I take Vuce over KP, man. I think Vuce is I think Vuce is he got a lot of burn because he was in Orlando. Like he got a lot of that stuff because he was in Orlando. I think Vuce is talented, but I think KP's better than Vuce. I think KP can be better. I think he is. I think this year KP's been better than Vuce. That's my opinion.
Yeah, this year he has been better. You know. All right, man. Will says KP off the bench. You love
Nah,
playing.
you can't.
Will, you love bringing people off the bench, bro. he love
You
the
can't
bench,
do that.
man. No, they're not gonna do
KP
that, man. Who they gonna
KP
start
hurts
over?
Maxi though.
They gonna put the
Maxi.
White Powell in his position.
They can put Maxi in there. KP hurts Maxi though. I saw that. I think I was looking at the Mavs Facebook group, and they were talking about how Maxi plays much better when he's not playing with KP. It's
It's
the
been
truth,
showing.
man. It's the truth. So
Did you call?
yeah, Max.
Okay.
I tried. He didn't answer, but I tried.
Okay.
But Maxi, man, I don't think KP can come off the bench though. I still think we KP still gives us 20 and what 8. Like it is what it is. We
Yeah.
might not want it to be enough, but it is what it is. He's still KP.
All right, man. Let's try to run through these real quick because we're almost to an hour.
Hmm.
So yeah, so Ben was saying Reggie Bullock. He said because he usually starts. He's not starting anymore though. So it'd have to be
Hmm.
either it's not gonna be Luca. Let's take Luca out. So it's gonna have to be JB or Tim or Dodo. Like who would you start Josh Green over out of those three? So it have to be one of
Hmm.
those. So King is saying pretty much it'll probably be Jalen, which I guess I would not be mad at that. That way you had Jalen and Tim coming off the bench, kind of give you double dose of firepower off the bench. So
So one of our guys, one of them going to be gone after this year. I hope so. Well, I'm not going to say I hope so, but I think the Mavs have to decide between Tim Hardaway Jr. and Jalen Brunson. I don't think both of them are going to be on our team next year.
all right then, Tim.
So if Tim is gone, if somehow we can get rid of Tim Hardaway Jr., you start Josh Green, and you bring Jalen Brunson back off the bench.
I'll take that. All right, man. Let's see what we got. Brolaw says, I think Luca's shooting percentage does matter. Easier to get the set on defense after a made basket than a missed basket. Yeah, yeah. I guess you're right. I didn't. He's right. I didn't look at it like that. I was just saying I don't want his overall percentage to dictate how good he is. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Yes,
we with the eyeball test, you're looking at impact. It's like, does his numbers affect the team in a negative way or a positive way? They're affecting it in a positive way. So that's
he's
why I guess is what I guess is what I meant. I guess is what I meant. I'm not
he
saying
shot.
like if you shoot like 2 for 10, like it doesn't matter. But you know what I mean? I'm just saying like is that does that determine how good a person is if he's shooting 34%, but he's also giving you a triple double? I guess is what I was.
Yeah, he shot 23 times around his. He didn't like. That's about his numbers. What he should be shooting 23 times. I mean, yeah, some of the misses lead to easy shots on the other side, but as I said before, some of the misses also had people, triple teaming him at the rim where he was kicking out the ball and getting wide open threes. Then because he was getting to the basket, so
Yeah,
he was missing chippies, as you said. So the defense knew better than to let him keep trying to get those chippies. So he was getting wide open threes. And there were also times in this game where Luca would miss a shot, say something quick to the ref, turn around, run back, and get the ball back. He played defense on it. And I was looking at him like, wow, Luca, like you went back and got yours back because they got you. And I
yeah,
appreciate it. So if he's playing like that, like it's about all aspects of the game. Like something's always you're never gonna have a perfect game usually, that they're rare. So he did everything else. So that's all you can ask for. He did nothing really to hurt the team. I felt like it today. Even though his shooting percentage wasn't great, we shot 50, 40, 100.
yeah. All right, man. Got a couple more comments here. He said, "Do you guys think trade moves will affect new found chemistry?" It
Yes.
depends on how much. I think it's always going to affect it. It's just going to depend on in a positive or a negative and how much. Like if you go in there, you just trade one guy, it's not going to affect it as much. But if you go in there and trade, 4 people or whatever, yeah, it's gonna probably take a little time to kind of get that chemistry back. That the way the match been building over the last like almost 2 months or whatever. So yeah, it's gonna definitely affect it, man. What you think?
I, I don't think the Mavs gonna move a bunch of pieces for role players. If they do move pieces, they're going to try to move them for a star that can come here along as well. So if that happens, it's going to take time with chemistry and all. But you just take the good that'll come with the bad as well. It's going to start off because you got a guy adjusting to another role with another star player or star players, but then you expect star players to figure it out. So yes, it'll affect the chemistry, but I don't think they're like going to trade a Reggie Bullock for, um, you
Kevin
know,
Durant.
yeah, not just Kevin Durant, but like for somebody else as a role player on another team, like
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
just somebody like a role player for role players. I don't think we're going to get other role players anymore. If we trade out guys, it's going to be for somebody that actually should be an all-star type player.
Right, I agree. All right, man. Last comment. Dodo is the spirit and soul of this team. How hype was he on Josh Green getting the charge call? Man, look, I've said this. I said this last year, as a matter of fact. Over the offseason, I said this about Josh Green. He has the potential to be a more athletic Dodo.
Hmm.
We've been saying for the longest. I've been saying for the longest. I wish we had like 5 Dodos, and now we're starting to show that we have a few more Dodos now on the team, man. To where Dodo ain't got to go out there and just lock everybody up by itself. Because when he was out there locking everybody up by himself, that affected his offense. Because
Hmm.
you exerting a lot of energy on a lot of energy on defense, taking your legs out for the offense for his shots, which is why it affected his shots. So now you got
Hmm.
Reggie, you got Sterling, you got Josh Green. You got these guys who can do the same thing that he can do on defense, which helps him out a lot. So now you're noticing his shot selection and his percentage and everything
Hmm.
is starting to go up. And it's for that
Yeah.
reason, to where he does not have to go out there and not only lock up the best player, But him being a key player on the team, man, being like the fourth option or whatever, we need you to go out there and get us 15 too. So now it's
Dodo,
becoming a lot effortlessly now because he's able to kind of chill a little bit on defense because you got other
hmm
guys that can help pick up that slack.
Dodo's a vet now too. Like Dodo's one of the vets on the team now. So you're starting to realize he's been through the grind and all. He's one of those guys that's, as you said, the soul and spirit of the team. So he's one of those guys that's you're starting to be like, man, I hope this team gets a championship for Dodo because you see he's a value, man. Like Dodo's he's at the top of the conversation for the best value contract in the NBA right now. So Dodo's amazing, man, and I hope Mark does him well when he is able, up for the next contract because he deserves it. And I feel like if anybody deserves it, it's Dodo to get a pay raise, man.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, that's gonna probably do it for us tonight. We had another long one. Thanks to you guys contributing and asking your questions and getting your comments in, interacting with the show, man. That definitely helps us out a lot too. Um, we appreciate you guys rocking with us this late at night, man. Like we said, the Dallas Mavericks win huge tonight, 113-99 against the number one team in the Eastern Chicago Bulls. So, guys, if you are new to the channel or new to watching this show, do us a huge, huge favor, guys, and go ahead and subscribe to the channel, guys. We definitely have more shows coming up here for you. If you enjoyed the content, I want you to go ahead and hit that like button too, man. That'll definitely help us out too. We're definitely trying to get out there more. We see we're starting to have more interactions with our shows and our channel in general. And so we already told you guys what our goal is. We're definitely trying to get to the 200 mark. We're almost there. We just ask that you guys help us get there. We go from 200 and then we'll try to work our way to 500, getting our first 500 subscribers to the channel, guys. And we definitely would appreciate you guys can help us get to that. Is there anything you want to add, King, before we end it?
No, I'm just loving the interaction. I appreciate all you guys, love or hate. Even the dude that came in there that talked about the Mavericks are horrible and all. Thank you. We thank you
Yeah.
all.
Um, there we will have our next show on Wednesday when they play the New York Knicks. It's at 6:30, so chances are we'll probably have the show again around the same time, about 9:30, 9:45. So guys, look forward to that. Go ahead and tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell your fellow Mavs fans, guys. We are here and we're here for
Yes,
you
sir.
guys. You know what I'm saying? Mavs, baby, we ready. But yeah, with that being said, y'all, it's gonna do it for us. It is your boy Rail. I got the man who is trying to help Tim Hardaway get his jump shot back in King on with
Yes,
me.
sir.
All right, guys, and we will catch you guys here on. Oh, I'm sorry, I got one more comment. Let's see what we got.
Oh, oh,
Sorry, comment. Oh, Pavel, he had one more. Let's answer this real quick, then we can end it. It said Dodo is a. Oh no, that's not the one.
same thing.
Oh, hold on, my bad. We had a bunch of them come in. Okay. He said, "I'll send you one for sure." Okay.
My
Okay,
man,
King, you
Pelvo,
see
I
that?
appreciate you. Thank you. I got
You
you.
got that, man. You got it. You see, all right, man. Oh, Johnny, what's good, man? He said, "What's up, fellas? Happy New Year, yes, sir."
Yes,
With
sir.
how well the
Same
team
to
is
you.
playing together currently, who are you comfortable with giving up at the KP? KP, I'm not moving off that pick. I'm with KP. I know
Yeah, he's the
to give KP a 5 year max extension next year, but I'm
yeah.
off of KP, man. I'm definitely with KP. Who you got, man? Tim
I'm
Hardaway.
KP too, but Tim Hardaway's probably number one. I'm probably one Tim Hardaway Jr. two KP. I
Yeah,
think you get rid of Tim's contract right now. I think Tim is hurting us the most right now. We just gave it to him, so I think
yeah,
Tim's we can get rid of him and keep KP because KP I feel like still has more value as a player, his upside.
yeah.
So I'd rather have him with another star than to have keep Tim Hardaway and get rid of KP with another star.
Actually, you made a good point there. That's pretty interesting. I kind of agree with you. Oh, my brother-in-law said, "Sorry, bro. He said I'm petty. I want the whole 30 points from KP. We'll have to suffer.
We have
Yeah,
we
yeah, yeah,
deserve it.
yeah. You sound like King, man. King want that. He want that 32, man. He want that 30 piece, man.
Thirty
Hey, 30
piece
piece with at
special.
least one. 30 piece with at least one side, man. He's give us one side, man.
Yeah. Or give
Uh,
me a triple double, KP. Give me a triple double. Do it.
he get a triple double. Oh my god.
Give me a 20, 10, and 10 blocks. Give me 10 blocks.
Oh man, that'd be nice. Yeah, Johnny
Yeah.
Bravo got to know when he said, "Who do you pay more this offseason, Dorian Finney or JB,
Oh,
and
JB.
how much?"
JB's going
Yeah,
to get paid
JB's gonna
more.
probably command more money.
Yeah. I'm saying JB's looking at. JB's going to get 20 mil. I think JB's going to at least get
Yes,
$20 million a year.
close to it. Yeah,
Dorian Finney-Smith doesn't even make $10 million a year. So we need. I think the way Dodo's playing right now, he might be a $15 million a year
that,
player.
that's what I was thinking. Dodo will probably get
Like
15. Jalen
15.
will be close to 20. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So the answer, yeah, we'll say JB on that one, man. All right, now we can go ahead and end the show, guys. Thank y'all for rocking with us tonight, man. Like I said, we will be back same as King would say, same math time, same math channel on Wednesday at about 9:30 or 9:45, depending on how long the game goes. So you guys go ahead and catch us on that day on Wednesday at about 9:30, 9:45. So with that being said, guys, it is your boy Rail. It is my boy King, and we will catch you guys here again very soon. Go Mavs.
Mavs.